crescent curl. Age 8, I got a Jerry curl. 13 and I got a relaxer. I was a source of so much laughter. 15 when it all broke off. 18 when I went on natural. February 2002, I went on and did what I had to do. Because it was time to change. Welcome to the KandiKare culture and everything else in between. Yes, I said it, the KandiKare culture and everything else in between. I'm your host, Kandi. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. If you missed the last episode of the pros and cons of rice water, please go check that out. And in that episode, I talk about an important test. And I have a question for y'all. Have you done the porosity test? This test is so important. And majority of the people, they just ignore the test. But this test is very, very helpful. Very helpful. This test will let you know what your hair needs, whether it's lacking moisture, it has too much moisture in it, or it's just fine where you don't have to add, subtract, multiply, or divide nothing. Your hair is good. This helps you before you go buy any products and assuming, oh, my hair's falling out. I'm going to try this to make it grow. You don't know what your hair needs. Let's start from there. Let's start figuring that out. Just like when we get a plant, we try to figure out all the stuff that we need to make it grow. Your hair is the same way. It's like we're trying to lose weight and you're trying to figure out what's the proper stuff to eat, what not to eat. Your hair is the same way. Please, please go take this test and do it. And this will help your hair grow. Trust and believe. Now, with today's topic, not today. Yes, I said it, not today. Are you having any problems with knots in your hair? Or any problem with detangling your hair? Well, these 4 steps will help you, ensure for you not to have problems detangling your hair. Step number 1. Please, if you're using a comb, brush, your fingers, or whatever tool you might use for your hair, please start with the tip to the root, not the root to the tip. Because if you start from the root to the tip of combing your hair, brushing your hair, or using your fingers to detangle your hair, all you're doing is causing knots. And knots is something that you don't want in your hair because all you're doing is causing your hair to break. What you have to do is start from the bottom of your hair, which is the tip of your hair, and work your way to the top of your hair. And as you work your way to the top and you get across that knot, you start back at the bottom. And what you're doing is slowly moving that knot to the bottom where eventually it unravels. And it's not pulling any hair, but that knot is going to be gone. But if you start from the root, then to the tip, all you're doing is pulling your hair. And your hair, that knot is latched onto all the other hair and pulling it. And then you have a clump of hair. Now, you lose from 100 to 1,000 strands a day. But anything over that, then you have a problem. So to avoid that problem, please start from the tip to the root, not the root to the tip. Number 2 tip, please find you a good slippery substance, meaning a good leave-in conditioner. Or if you wash it in the process of washing hair, a good deep condition. Anything that has a good slippery substance. So you can be able to detangle your hair. If you want to use oil, oil's good too. What that is, it loosens up your hair. It separates your hair, helps with separating your hair. So when you're using, back to number 1, a comb, brush, or your fingers, you should be able to slide through. It helps with that. So if you put the slippery substance in your hair, leave-in conditioner, oil, a type of cream, anything that's a slippery substance, like I stated, put that on your hair and comb your hair. You're working your hair from the tip to the root. You will be able to get the knot out, the little kinks in your hair without no problem. Number 3, part your hair into 4 sections, 4, 6, 20, whatever you feel comfortable with. This helps allow your hair to be able, first of all, it allows your hair to breathe. These 4 sections, 4, 10, 20, whatever, how many sections, it allows your hair to breathe. But not only that, When you put it into sections, it's manageable. And this leads back to 2 and 1. You take your hair, you part it into sections, then you find your slippery substance, leave-in, oil, anything that has that slippery feel to it. You put in your hair, and then you start combing your hair from the tip to the root. This allows the knots to basically unravel with no problem. And then by you doing that, you have your hair in 4 sections. And plus, when your hair's in 4 sections, I don't know about you guys, but I wash my hair in sections, 4 sections. And it's tedious. It's very time consuming, but I guarantee it works so much better when you have to unravel a braid, wash your hair with the braid. With me, I wash my hair with the twist or braids in my hair, like 4 little plaits, or twist in my hair, and then I unravel it. Then I ravel it back when it's time to put the deep conditioner in my hair. I do that. I sit on the little hot head. I put it on because I'm trying to avoid heat. I'm staying away from heat. I'm 1 year strong without heat, and I'm keep going. I'm trying to see if I can make it with 2 years, but I haven't used heat. But that's another topic. And I do that, and then part of the section, it helps with your hair tremendously, the section part. But try to put your hair into sections so that way you can be able to grip and get them knots out your hair without no problem. Number 4. This one is very important. Sometimes our hair knots up because it's lacking moisture. When your hair is real dry, your hair will knot up, will have little knots in your hair. And then when you start combing your hair, brush, your fingers, whatever, it's basically, if you ever heard that crunching sound, like sound, yeah, that's because your hair's thirsty. It needs some water. So you can use like a leave-in, aloe vera juice, some kind of essential oil, and some distilled water. Spray that on your hair. That's another good slippery substance. Spray that on your hair. You'll be able to get the little kinks out your hair, the little knots that likes to form in your hair. These 4 steps, I'm trying to tell you, if you take your time, love your hair like you love everything else, your hair will grow. These 4 steps will help your hair tremendously. But also, it takes patience. Your hair is like a plant. If you do not feed your hair, or if you rush it, it will not grow. Okay? Because at the end of the day, whether you want short hair, long hair, the goal is to have healthy hair. And because healthy hair is very, very, very important. Very important. I hope these 4 steps helped you. As always, we care for the hair and the culture. Stop by. Please leave your comments below. Voice your opinion. We're here for it. We're here. Tell us about the next topic you want to talk about. We'll do it. As always, we care for the hair and the culture. Thank you so much. And don't forget about the other episodes.